G'day folks, just here in the Hampton Park football oval. If you look behind me, right behind me there is where I had a whole bunch of counter-terrorism police or critical response team come out and with AR-15s and Smith & Wesson M&P automatic weapons aimed at me while I was standing there with my phone to my ear with a tea cup with warm tea in one hand, and I immediately silently complied, lay on the ground, but these cowardly terrorist thugs still jumped on top of me, leaving me with a permanent shoulder injury, cuts and abrasions to my forehead, elbows and knees. And they did all this with a search warrant. They didn't even have an arrest warrant. It was a search warrant. Crimes Act 1958, Section 465 search warrant. And they then took me from there back to my house, where they executed the search warrant. And then they took my computers. This on the 11th of August 2021, and here we are on the 17th of March 2023. They've still got the computers. And yet we know that Veritas, who does all the recordings, takes no more than an hour per hard drive. So it would take no more than a day to have the entire computers, hard drives, all ghosted and handed back to me. But the search warrant was obtained under Magistrates Court Act Section 465, which is for indictable offences. Now, they did have indictable offences, and they were able to remand me for 160 days with those indictable offences. However, they withdrew the indictable offences because they had no merit, and so they got 160 days for nothing. And on top of that, they didn't serve the charges. They didn't even file the charges until after I'd been detained for several hours, and on all the various circumstances upon which someone may be arrested, all the various sections through the Crimes Act and the the Crimes Act, and how they may file charges in the Criminal Procedure Act, none of what they've done is lawful. So today I go to court, and I'm prepared, go ahead of time, absolutely have got everything that was required to strike the matter out, because the fact that it was a wrongful arrest with a search warrant, drawn weapons, I mean, this thing's a clusterfuck. And yet the defective involved, the informant thinks that it was a reasonable use of force, of course, because they're part of her gang. But anyway, today I go to court, and the morons in GS4 Security who haven't read the Court Security Act once again wanted to take a camera that was in my bag. Last time they took my cameras, I came back to get them and they were gone. Someone kept them. So obviously, with them stealing my previous property and then me corresponding with the CEO of GS4 and her ignoring that correspondence, and the fact that her people are poorly trained and that they're stealing things, today when they wanted to take the camera, which is not a prohibited item, I had a problem with that. But of course, the brain-dead moron security wanker, you know, hadn't read the Act, hadn't been trained properly. Another one of these diversity citizens that loves enforcing rules that don't exist. We had issues, and so I didn't go into court. The fact is, Court Security Act, they can take things that can be used as weapons. Like, for example, my steel cap shoes, they could have taken them because they could be used as a weapon. However, they wanted to take a camera that had no battery, no card, and it was just because the moron didn't know his authorities and his powers. and so that matter's now been adjourned, that application. But as I put more up, you'll see that this is just one of several false imprisonments that the state know about, and that many police, members of the judiciary, Magistrates Court, County Court, Supreme Court have all participated in. Right here, George. Right here is where I was standing. This has all been knocked down. They put a new club rooms up. Wrong way, back there. But I was standing right here. I was talking to you on the phone. I was talking to you on the phone when I was about here. Whoa. There you go. I was talking on the phone when I was about here. And then I saw the van, and then they jumped out. Put your hands behind your back. Hands on your back now. Lift your hands. Don't move. Stand by. Easy. Got him. Standing on my head.
Shut up. Don't move. State your name. What's your name? Rowan what? Rowan Brown.
Rowan, listen to me. You're under arrest for stalking. You do not have to say or do anything, but anything you say or do may be used in evidence. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do. Can I put my dog back?
Sort that out for you, mate.
Sit down. Do not move. Everything in your pockets? Do you have any weapons or anything else? Right, we're just going to check it.
Where's the backyard? There. There. Can you get the dog in the backyard? We'll do that, mate.
Just wait till the investigating.
You actually the evidence for this. Who's informative this one? That wanker there. I've got been stalked.
That's his mobile phone.
That's his? Yeah. Just leave it there.
Do you think this proves that you're not terrorists? Of course it proves you're terrorists.
We'll have some investigators coming up and have a chat with you further, and I can upload everything that's
You need to take me immediately in front of a magistrate as soon as I'm arrested. Take me right now to a magistrate.
Well, we have to
Absolutely.
facilitate that.
You take me straight to a magistrate right now.
I'll get the people who are going to transport you there, right?
Thank you.
No worries at all.
Where's the house?
Hey?
Where's the house? Yeah. Yeah, he's been caution rights arrested. So that's been done by, I won't use his name, but Black Jumper.
Take you to a magistrate. You have to take me in front of a magistrate immediately. Yeah, you do. No, this is right now.
Just the dog's got to go back, but they can work that out. Donna's gave the caution rights. I strapped him, so Donnelly, it'll be Donnelly.
Give off for everything.
We'll give you an email.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, boss.
it's all right.
We didn't know where he was.
Yeah.
There was 2 guys with dogs in him.
No, I mean, when they came, I was thinking that direction would work better off.
Yeah. Well, the boys were here anyway, so it worked out well.
So when we thought he was going back there, because we were at that street, there was another kind of path from the other side.
Yeah.
So we're going to shoot around and get in front of him.
It actually worked out well, because you guys were front cut off.
Yeah.
And we just trailed him in.
Okay, so here we have the Magistrates Court listing I still had up on the screen from yesterday, and we'll open this one in a new window. Better still, let's just open it up here. Unable to complete action, disappeared. And now we see there's only the matter of DNAS on there. And normally the matter's on there during the day. That was gone this morning. I've got other screen dumps of that from this morning.